I'll tell you something, Dr. Whitaker, that's very interesting is this concept of getting better over time. So in Mesquite, when I head down there to see patients, and I'm seeing ears, but I'm actually inside. Our clinic is inside of a physical therapy clinic. And so some of the patients I see have recently undergone some pretty tough rehab. Have you ever met someone that has to do rehab on their knee?
Oh yeah, it's not easy, is it? It takes some time.
It takes time. And so what's interesting is you would think they get, they receive the surgery on their knee and that they would just be better. But based on the red faces and the sweat and the tears that go into rehabbing a knee, apparently getting your knee to have a full range of motion and to have the extension and the strength and the ability to support your body and to work much like it was before the surgery, it takes time. And that might be very easily relatable to some of the things we do in our clinic too.
Yeah, it takes time, it takes effort. One thing I found interesting, I did a little bit of work with the veterans for a while with the VA. And in the VA, the hearing aid department, to order a hearing aid through the VA, at least at this time when I was there, you had to order it through the prosthetics lab, which I thought was interesting. So if a veteran was an amputee and needed a new leg, they ordered it through the prosthetics department. But the same principle applied for hearing aids. If you needed a hearing aid, you actually ordered it through the same way. And it's the same thing with the knee, right? Some people think, I got a new knee, I got a knee replaced. Boy, you kind of understand it's going to take some rehab. It's going to take some time to get better. If you get a prosthetic leg, you probably understand you probably won't be running or dancing on it right away. And I think with hearing aids, we've got this same principle that sometimes people are under the false assumption that I got this hearing aid, it should just be immediate. It should just be perfect right away, and that's not the case.
That's not the case. It's almost like when you get something that aids you or helps you, supports you in your life, you want it to work like the original. And what we find out is there's nothing like the original. The original equipment we come to this life with, it's really good stuff, but one thing that we want to caution and invite all of you who are wearing hearing devices, or maybe you're thinking about getting some hearing help, it takes some time to get your brain and your ears in sync, working together, much like if you went years without working out and getting your heart going and stressing your muscles and things, and then all of a sudden someone said, let's go to the gym. I mean, you and I both know we're in our 40s, right? We know that when you just start working out, you feel sore and it's different. And you think, what's happened to my body? And I think a lot of that applies to wearing hearing devices, that when, with our experience, when an individual receives hearing devices and we turn the sound up to an optimal prescribed level, so we're actually hitting the prescription target, often the individual's not ready for that much sound. In fact, it's common for us to say maybe we should start at 70% or 80%, right?
Start it out a little bit low, work into it a little bit, kind of like rehab on that knee. You start moving slow, get it moving, work into it a little bit,
Yeah, and so it's interesting how with the brain, we do need to give it time.